much ground to cover.
Tell me, Dr. Freeman, if you can. You have destroyed so much. What is it exactly that you have created? Can you name even one thing? I thought not.
We'll see about that.
He has to be somewhere around here. Any luck with the wall? Doc, I think I found something. Drop what you're doing and help me over here. Oh my God! Gordon! I was so worried. Hey, the gravity gun. Give it to him, dog. There, Gordon. Dog's happy to see you. I can tell. Okay, now. Go get the monitor set up so we can check in with my dad. He's been pretty sick about us. He was so sure I wouldn't find him.
Alex, come in.
It's my dad. We've been trying to reach him for hours. Will he hears that we found you?
Sweetheart, come in.
Dad, are you there?
Alex? Alex, come in.
Hold on a sec, there's so much interference. Hey, dog, give me a hand with this. Okay. A little to the right. There we go. Hold it there. We got it. Dad.
Alex, where are you? Oh, please, God, tell me you're out of the city.
Well, not quite yet.
What?
But listen, Dad, we found him.
You found Gordon? I don't believe it. But listen, you two have to get out of the city. The Citadel could blow at any moment.
There's no question that it will, I'm afraid. Our remote sensors indicate the process is accelerating toward a dark energy flare. Anyone left in the vicinity will be subjected to energetic events whose effects are beyond my powers of speculation. The ravages to cellular material are
Liner,
unimaginable.
stop!
Dad?
Oh dear, Eli, I'm sorry, but surely there's no need for undue alarm. Alex is well out of harm's way by now.
Well, actually, we're still at the Citadel.
What? Oh dear, but there's really no time. The core is exceedingly close to collapse. Why, there's no way to get far enough without first... Well, nothing short of a direct intervention in the core could possibly retard the reaction.
You mean going in?
Into the core, yes. But it's far too dangerous to consider. The chamber will be bathed in radiation.
Well, you do have the hazard suit. If we found a way into the Citadel, it's possible we could...
Alex, no!
But Dad!
Izzy, talk some sense into her!
I'm sorry, Eli, but I don't see any other way. It would help us evacuate more citizens.
We can do this, Dad.
Okay, Alex, okay, just promise me. Promise me that you won't take a single unnecessary risk.
I promise. love you.
I love you too, baby. I'll be praying for you.
Don't worry. I'll see you soon. Yeah. Don't worry. Let's see if we can find a way into the Citadel from somewhere along the rim. Dog, a little help, please? Thanks. Okay, boy. Pack up and meet us on the far side of this ridge. Why is Dog taking so long? Dog! Dog! Look out! Dog! Dog, are you alright? Oh, thank God. You scared the hell out of me. Now stay with us and help us find a way over. I cannot believe we're trying to get back in that place. This isn't gonna be easy. Well, Dog, what do you think? Any ideas? All right, Dog. That's not so helpful. Be a way to get across. But how? What about... Dog? Dog, where are you going? Was it something I said? Dog, what are you... I think Dog needs a few bolts tightened. Look out! Really, that was a little close. What's gotten into you, huh? How exactly is this supposed to help us? What? Wait a minute. Oh no. You're not serious. Are you? Well, Gordon, unless you have a better suggestion, he is a robot. He's done the math. You did do the math, right? Uh-huh. I want you to get out of here as fast as you can. Go find Dad. We'll catch up, don't worry. All right. I'll miss you too. Now, don't worry about me. I'll see you soon. Brace yourself. Okay, Dog, let's do it. Before I change my... Okay. Careful, hold on. Whoa. Phew. Whew. Good throw, Dog. Now go, boy, go on. You'll be fine, just... Uh-oh. What now? Whoa! Hold on! Phew. All right, let's get off before the next ride starts.
Well, they shouldn't bother us if we leave them alone. I'll just disable this field. Damn, I can't get this down. Something... It's stalker. He's holding it from the other side. We don't have time to look for another way around. How are we gonna get through here? Roller mines. They could help us get out of here. Can you find where those roller mines are going? I've got an idea how to use one. You found one. Dad taught me how to reset the targeting system on these things. A little extra juice in the right spot, and it's on our side. I'll hold it out where I can work on it. It's not more unstable, but it should last long enough to take a stop. Okay. We can get through now. Let's go. Maybe this console has some useful information. Let me see if I can pin down a path to the core.
I can still deliver Earth, but not without your help. The portal destination is untenable. Surely you can set the relay elsewhere. There's no way I can survive in that environment.
Oh God, it's just an old recording.
A host body? You must be joking. I can't possibly... Oh, all right, damn it, if that's what it takes. Just hurry, he's right behind me. Oh, shit.
What the hell? What's that thing? Whatever that was, it's gone now. Let's get out of here.
Security alert. Unregistered presence detected. Confiscation field engaged.
What's wrong with this lift? Can you get it going again? Great! This could be it, Gordon. I don't get it. Why are they hanging around here? It looks like they were deliberately trying to blow the reactor. But why? Far gone. I hope Dr. Kleiner was right about this. Let's see if we can find a way through the control room. The elevator's down in the core entry. Let me see if I can call it back to this level. These readings are off the chart. I hope it's not too late to re-engage the containment field. Good thing you know what you're doing. Well, here's your elevator. Gordon, I wish there was something else I could do to help. Hurry back.
Warning. Hazardous radiation levels detected.
It won't last forever. At least we bought that time. While you were in there, I did some poking around in the control data. They were trying to start a chain reaction, all right. But destroying the Citadel is just a side effect. Since we took out Brain's reactor, this is the only way they have to send a transmission packet back to wherever they came from. I can't tell what the packet contains, but it's important enough that they're willing to sacrifice the whole Citadel to send it off. We need to get it back to my dad and Dr. Kleiner at the outpost right away. Whatever it is, I have a feeling it's bad news for all of us. There's something else. It's Judith. Take a look.
I'm fairly sure I've pinned down the location of the project. It's hard to say how much of it might have survived intact or whether there's anything remaining that could compromise our work if it were discovered by the Combine. We'll need to take a close look at it, of course, but I should be able to give a better opinion within a few hours. If the site is where we think it is, then it should be no more than... I'm gonna cut this short. We may have been spotted.
To my dad. He'll know what to do with it. The packet's done copied. I've got it right here. Now let's get the hell out of here. It's this way. Come on. This lift will take us to a train platform. If we can hitch a ride, it should take us straight out of the city. Hey, the gravity gun's back to normal. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Won't be expecting this. Get ready. Go! Our train. Let's get in. Come on, let's get in. Oh, that was a nice clean getaway. I don't know what's in this copy we made, but they're not thrilled about us having it. You know, all things considered, we're not Oh no. It's a stalker car. God damn the Combine. This is what happens to you if you resist. Or if you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. God, you don't know who you were. Let's see where this train is headed. With any luck, we should be well out of the city before it's too late. Thank God we're not on foot. Let's hope the worst is over. It looks like you saved our lives again. What's that? Oh my God. Keep pulling. Thank you. Hold up a sec. I gotta catch my breath. Okay. Well, this might not be as easy as I thought. We're in the same boat as the other evacuees now. On foot to a train station. Let's head for the surface. defense field must have collapsed. Makes sense if it was powered by the Citadel.
Looks like we found a troop train. What the hell is that? A Combine zombie. That's like a zombine, right? Zombine, get it? Okay. Crap! Look out! It's got a grenade! Shine your light on that thing! elevator. I would have settled for stairs. I've worked with electricity a time or two, and I'm pretty sure this spark is
Therefore,
Thank God. It's still day. Let's get out of here.
if not sooner, I do not think this
Hey, up there! Hello? That's it. See if the crank still works. Come on, Gordon, crank that thing.
important to the process of embryonic development was selectively prevented from no doing your part for the revival of the
I was hoping we'd get a bit farther before the analysis. Good job, Susan Burrows. I'll cover the street while you figure this out. Nicely done. Let's head upstairs. Here they come. Bring that over here and I'll rejigger. Nice toss, Gordon. That sniper almost took my head off. Let me climb up and take a look at what we're walking into. Uh-oh. They've got the street fortified up ahead. You run point, okay? I'll cover you from up here till you reach the far end. When the coast is clear, I'll catch up. Okay, looks like I can get that ladder down to you. Let me shoot out the latch. I might be a little rusty with this rifle. Ha! Nope, guess I'm not. Glad that's over. Oh, God. Looks like the reactor's back on track for a meltdown. That transmission's going out after all. I'd like to find another way around these buildings. But we really don't have to. I think we just broke about 50 Combine regulations. What's that beeping sound? Get away from the doors! forgotten about me.
Exo systems engaged. Morphine administered.
Here we go again.
Over here!
What are you still doing here? Everyone should clear out of the city.
Combine's not making it easy. We're trying to get enough people together to force our way through to the train station. People are meeting up in a safe house nearby.
Can you take us there?
You bet. Let's go. This way. Open the door.
What's the path?
Tell you to shut up.
Come on in.
Previously, certain protein chains important to the process of embryonic development were selectively prevented from forming. This is no longer the case. For those so inclined, now would be an excellent time for procreation, which is to say, in layman's terms, you should doing your part for the revival of the species. We must make the most of the time we have, as it is by no means certain how much time we have secured ourselves before the combat as they certainly shall. Since this is, in fact, the first opportunity the influence of the Combine, and in fact, of useful developments in the days ahead. However, for now we will have to content ourselves with the destabilization of the City 17 reactor has had repercussions that were not entirely unexpected. Although we hardly dared speak this hope ahead of time, the destructive pulse forced a damper on the entire network of linked Citadel reactors. Thus, for the time being, I believe that all Combine portals have failed completely, as well as all communications systems based on that technology. In short, the Combine forces
Gordon. Alex? I don't believe it. How the hell did you get out of the Citadel?
We're not exactly sure. All I know is the Vortigots had something to do with it. But what about you, Barney?
I'm doing okay, just going crazy trying to...
They found us!
Hell, Gordon? Were you followed again?
We stole some information from the Citadel on our way out. I don't know what it is yet, but it's important enough that they've been hounding us the whole way here.
Well, that puts the pressure on. Look, we gotta get moving. You guys know about the evacuation trains, right?
Yeah.
Well, we've been planning to make a push on the train station. Looks like we're gonna have to cut a path through every chicken ship Metro cop who's having second thoughts about defending City 17.
If Gordon and I took a separate route, we could draw the Combine away from you. That'd give you a chance to get the trains filled up before we get there.
Really? Well, if you say so. Now, come here, look over here. Okay, across this bridge, over the rooftops, is a safe path to the station. You two head that way. I'll hit the streets and round up everyone who's been waiting. We'll meet you there.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Hey, Gordon, before you go, I was getting tired of carrying this around. Listen, I don't have many more of these, so try not to lose this one, okay? Go on across, Gordon. She's waiting for you. You lucky dog.
It's a gunship.
Toxin levels. Minor lacerations detected. Emergency. User death imminent.
Hey, a hospital. Keep an eye out for medical supplies.
hair. Think it's dead? Maybe you should whack it with a crowbar just in case. You ready? Oh, God, not again! So much for medical supplies. I found a shotgun.
At any rate,
The train station.
first,
They're onto us. Better find Barney and get moving.
There you are. I wondered if you were gonna make it in time.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Provide cover, we might actually stand a chance of reaching the escape trains.
Sounds good. Send out the first group.
Here we go.
Good. More of them. Well, that wasn't so hard. We should have brought everyone over at once.
Gordon, defend the citizens. These are our people.
Keep your heads down.
Fantastic ass kicking, Doc.
We've got you covered. Hurry up, people.
It was touch and go for a minute
Hurry
there.
up, people.
the Gordon Freeman I know.
Dr. Freeman.
Keep your heads down.
To the trains, people! We'll make sure you get there safe and sound.
We've got you covered. Hurry up, people!
Blood loss detected.
That should keep them off our backs for a while. Let me get out of your way.
You guys coming?
Go on, Barney, they're not after you. Gordon and I will draw their attention while you get the others away from here. We can grab another train once you're clear.
Okay then. Don't take too long about it, yeah?
Here, let's open up this next track. Bye, Barney. Good luck.
See you when I see ya.
job, Gordon. You're my new hero. Oh, I don't believe it. I think we're actually gonna make it out of here. Quick now, let's get the train moving. Here we go. We did it, Gordon. Here we go. We did it, Gordon. The transmission's going out.